mabuhay. And the person who would buy the car that I have today would be doing exactly this. Golfing is a big part of their lifestyle. However, I feel that's an injustice. There's more to the car than that. Shall we? One of the things that really drew me to the Q5 was the way it looks. It's a quintessential Audi. It's understated, but it also commands a certain presence when it's on the road. I like that it's very masculine in design and very sporty. You get all these sculpted lines, you kind of get a power bulge in the middle. There are lines on the hood. You also have these lines that run through completely through the side of it. But the best thing about the exterior that I like the most has to be the rims. They're 21-inch cast aluminum rims, which I can only think of were made as aluminum for the sake of weight saving. But again, like I said, one of the best things about this car is the way it looks. I really like it, and I think honestly nobody would hate it. So before we talk about the exciting part of a Q5, which is the driving dynamics, we first have to discuss what you get for the money, the very good money you're going to be paying for this car. So obviously, because it's an Audi and you get luxury, you're supposed to get that luxury feel. It does provide that. You have this nice, fully digital, multi-informational display screen in front of me, so it shows me all these different information about the car, like fuel efficiency, speed, revs. But the nice thing about it is you can customize it, so it can show you the different things that you want to see. Like for example, now I'm looking at the information about the car. I can move it. It shows me the information that is right here on the infotainment screen. Then I can move it more for my call list, and then one more to the right, it's a satellite navigation. I can make that the whole screen. Right now, if you can see, the whole thing is the satellite navigation. So that's pretty cool. And you can just adjust that here from the steering wheel. So that's that. The infotainment system, also very nice, very crisp displays. That's the one thing I have to say and commend Audi for, is that the screens here in the gauge and here in the infotainment are very crisp, very sharp resolution. And they're also very fast. There's no lag, there's no nothing. And what I like most about this system is they've separated the display for the climate control and the infotainment. It's so common nowadays for manufacturers to put it all in one screen. It just becomes so cluttered, and I like that Audi separated it. So you get your fully automated climate control here. It's 3-zone. You also have a lot of functions here. But the thing I like most about the physical buttons of the Q5 is that Audi decided to make them just the relevant ones. Every single button here, I understand their purpose. It's not cluttered. I'm not looking at any symbols and going, what is that for? If I press this, will the car explode? No, I know exactly what this button is going to do if I press it. And that's very good, because if you're a person who's buying a luxury car, that's what you want. Hassle-free, and you get that with the button cluster here in the Q5. Other features that you get inside, well, this is the S-Line, so you get these nice leather sport seats here for the two front passengers. They're both automatically adjustable, full lumbar height, what do you call this, angle and all of that. And I also like that it has massage seats for the driver and the passenger. So those are the things that you get for the Q5 in terms of premium luxury. Oh, I forgot, you also have wireless charging here. And lastly, you have, of course, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so it helps in terms of connectivity. But if you look at it design-wise, right now, I'm sure you can see that it's predominantly black and a few silver accents here and there. And you think that, oh, it's not so luxurious looking. But honestly, that's just because it's the camera. But if you're inside the car, you can feel that every single panel here is, well, made to a certain quality standard. Everything is soft touch, it's fragrant leather. You just know that the fit and finish was really, thought out. Everything is solid. It feels solid to touch and to hold. So what you're getting in terms of quality and luxury, you really get what you're paying for. You don't feel like you need anything else. I know that there are certain things that are missing. I have to admit, there is no sunroof for people who really like sunroofs. But I mean, I personally don't mind that. There are people who might. Other than that, though, there's really nothing else that you could really look for. Everything you need or want or would expect from a luxury car, you would get. So now it's time to talk about the exciting part about owning an Audi Q5 S-Line. And that is the fact that, of course, it should be a great car to drive. Even if it's an SUV, Audi makes sure that the car is supposed to be something fun and engaging to drive. And I'm happy to report that that is the case. It's not only for those who want the prestige of the badge and the luxury lifestyle. It's also for people who want something, like I said, very engaging to drive. So on the way here, we're in New Clark City now. I drove it on the highway. And on the highway, it's very behaved. It's very docile. It's relaxed. It's calm. And you know what I noticed about it is that it's very quiet. The NVH levels are really, really good. It's what you would expect if you're getting something worth this much. And one thing I noticed also is that it's very fuel efficient. Now, we were actually doing a lot of standstill because we were shooting a lot of the B-rolls. But when we arrived here in New Clark City from Manila, we were able to do 7 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm not sure what the conversion is. I will just put it here on the screen. But I know that that's very efficient, and I was quite surprised because this is a quattro, which means that it's all-wheel drive all the time. There's no 4 high, there's no 4 low. It's just always all-wheel drive. So I was surprised that this car can give me that kind of fuel efficiency. But then again, modern engine technology can get us that far. Speaking of engines, powering this car is a 2-liter turbocharged engine. It's inline 4, and it makes 265 HP and 370 Newton meters of torque. Another thing to note about this car also is that it has a 48-volt mild hybrid system. So it's only a mild hybrid in the sense that it helps with performance and efficiency. There is no full electric mode. It just has a start-stop feature that you can put here in efficiency mode. So that's what the mode I'm driving in now. It's very relaxed, it's very calm. But other than that, if you put it actually in dynamic mode, which I will do now. There you go. In dynamic mode, I noticed that the steering became a little more weighted. The throttle response is obviously more engaging. And there's also another feature about getting the S-Line is that it has adjustable dampers. So right now, the suspension system is more taut, it's more solid, it's supposed to be more sporty feeling. So I also noticed that in this setting, it really becomes a whole new car. On the highway, in efficiency or comfort mode, it's more relaxed. It's something, you can use every day. Turn on the massage seats, why not? But, if you want a little more excitement, well, the Q5 can do that for you too, as I will demonstrate now. Sorry, Kelvin, but I just had to show them how fast it can be. So, what I like about the speed is that it really gradually builds up. It's not just a big shove into your seat kind of feeling. It's meaty, it's very solid, it's fast, but it's not scary fast. You can feel the quattro system plant the car to the ground and really give you that confidence to drive it faster, drive it more dynamic, give it more beans, as they say. And it's quick for something that's just a 2-liter and it's just turbocharged. 265 horsepower is no slouch. And I can tell, I was driving it around in some curvy roads on the way here. Right now it's straight, but some curved roads. And the steering is so communicative. You can feel every road blemish. You can feel the bumps. You can feel everything. And the steering is so direct. It really makes you want to drive it faster. For an SUV, it doesn't get any better than this. And that's a very high compliment for a car in this size. So I can say that, even if you want something sporty, but I need the space, I need the ride height, you're not really compromising much. I'm not gonna say that it drives as well as, let's say, the RS4 or the S4 for that matter, but it's not bad at all. The Q5 S-Line is more than capable of giving you the thrill of feeling sporty and and dynamic on the road. So if it's really in terms of driving, that's the one thing I can say about this car. It's not all about luxury or prestige. The Q5 S-Line also gives you excitement. The Audi Q5 S-Line retails for 5,650,000 Philippine pesos, and that is a lot of money. However, as I said earlier, it's not just about the prestige or the luxury of the brand that you're getting. You're also experiencing the Audi Quattro driving system at its finest. You're not also sacrificing anything in terms of practicality. I can fit my whole golf set in the trunk without having to fold the second row. So for me, I personally would spend my hard-earned money on a car like this because what I'm getting is the prestige, the luxury, and most importantly, the driving experience. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel below, and also don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. This has been Pablo Salapantan of YugaAuto. Thank you for watching. Welcome. Make this Audi your own. I wish